Donald Trump, you have poked the bear, and we will punch back.
Governor Gavin Newsom announcing a statewide special election November 4th for Californians to vote on who can decide new congressional maps. It's in response to Republican efforts in Texas to redraw the congressional district's map and possibly pick up 5 more GOP seats in the U.S. House. We've been covering this redistricting battle for the past couple of weeks, and it's all boiled over today. ABC 10 News reporter Ava Kirshner breaks down the extraordinary legislative effort to take control and what this big-ticket special election means for Californians.
The bear has been poked and the new maps are being drawn up. California's potential redistricting is in response to Texas Republicans. But the Golden State is doing things a little bit differently than the Lone Star State. Residents here will have a say.
California voters set up a process a couple decades ago to let an independent commission draw the line. So the legislature can't do this on their own. They need to ask the voters' permission through this November special election.
California's Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission. That's who usually handles issues like these. But as Texas steps into a mid-decade redistricting fight, so will California voters.
Texas doesn't have an initiative process that works in any way like Californians. They don't have an independent redistricting commission, and so the Republican majority in their state house was able to act unilaterally to do this.
On November 4th, voters will either adopt or drop the new plans for the next 3 congressional campaigns. 50% plus 1 of the voters will be needed for approval. If that happens, political science professor Thad Kauser says San Diego could look a little more blue.
Well, San Diego, nearly every district is now held by Democrats. It's just Darrell Iss's seat, and that could be at risk. The map for the state could really change what representation is like in San Diego and could potentially leave us with only Democrats in Congress.
The second special election in the last few years comes with another big price tag. California Assembly Republicans say it'll cost around $150 to $236 million.
During that election, Democrats said that's way too much to pay. Now Republicans are saying this is too much to pay for a special election. Gavin Newsom has his work cut out for him. A new poll that came out today said voters' initial take on this is they don't want to get rid of this independent process that took politics out of the redistricting process. So Gavin Newsom is going to have to convince both members of his own party at the same time fighting off Republican opposition to his plan. But he obviously is relishing the battle and thinks it's necessary to fight Donald Trump.
Governor Newsom says California won't move forward with its redistricting plans if the other red states considering the same don't withdraw their own maps. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Ava Kirshner, ABC 10 News.